Hi guys, this is Christine, your relationship and mindset mastery doctor and your leverage for change. Today I want to speak about triggers. Now, triggers is something that is a word that we hear a lot these days, right? I just want to kind of add my little voice to it and hopefully come out with a different perspective that that will help you to understand what triggers are and how to manage them. So basically, triggers are something that we all deal with every single day. We all have things that trigger us, right? Trigger us usually to act in ways that are not healthy, ways that we believe that is not the way that we should act, but it's an automatic response that happens when something triggers us. And what is it, something that triggers us? Usually it's something that is tied to our past experiences, right? These triggers are usually tied to some past experiences where we have been hurt, we've had unmet needs, we've had some kind of a pain, emotional pain attached to whatever happened, and something in the present reminds us of that past experience. And so sometimes we wonder, why were we so triggered about this event? It's because that past experience that was left, it was not healed, it was not something that we took care of healing. And so we have brought this past experience and it sits in our subconscious, and as soon as something reminds us of that past experience, we are triggered to act in really ways that is way above what the current situation needs to be how the current situation needs to be responded to, right? So the first thing we need to do is really to kind of when this happens to us, guys, we have to realize that this, especially when it's a disproportionate reaction compared to what's happening, in the moment, we realize that, oh my goodness, this must be tied to something in our past that happened. What was this something in our past that happened to cause me to react this way? Try to identify that thing, because now we want to not also respond in a better way, but also minimize our reactions to those past experiences by trying to heal those past experiences and confront them so that we know why it is that we react in certain ways in the moment. So guys, the first thing we need to do is really just to slow down, and slowing down usually is accomplished by really just stopping, pausing, and breathing, right? Just take a pause and start breathing and really attend to your breath. The next thing we need to do is really question the heck out of this behavior. Why am I acting like this? The way to do that, and a good way to do that, is really almost to remove yourself, almost like you're removing yourself from your body and observing, being the observer of yourself in the moment of how you reacted to this situation. And ask yourself, is this a way I want to come across to people? Is this who I am? And if you are not comfortable with that way of being, then that will first of all slow you down and really cause you to think in a different way. Now, the next thing you need to do is really to ask yourself questions. Because the moment you start asking yourself questions, guys, that moment is when you start you've taken back the power of that reaction, that way that you reacted, to you being able to question. When you start questioning something, you have taken back the power from that behavior that you started because of the way you reacted. So question the heck out of why it is that I'm reacting like this. Is this true? Do I have proof that the meaning that I'm giving to this current behavior is really true? Maybe that thing happened in the past when you were a child, or maybe in a past relationship where you didn't have the power to really move outside of that relationship, leave that relationship, distance yourself from that relationship. And so, no, it's no longer true. You're now be able to make choices of your own, and so that is no longer true. So that should not really be something that now causes you to react in a negative way anymore, because it's no longer true, right? So do I have proof that what I'm thinking is true? No, there's no proof, right? Now, when you start questioning your behaviors, Now, once you question them and you find your answers that's more correct for this time in your life, then you have to now accept this is no longer true. But also, guys, you have to accept that this reaction was in fact real. Don't try and push it aside and say no, it didn't happen, maybe it was just whatever it might be, or it, you know, kind of make excuses for it. Accept that this reaction was real and handle it. And the way you handle it is by questioning the heck out of it. All right, guys, is this true? No, it's no longer true, because now I'm an adult. I can now make choices of my own. I can choose to do things differently. Okay, guys, I hope that this has helped in some way, and that instead of reacting to your triggers, that you've now learned how to respond to them in a more healthy fashion. This is Christine, your relationship and mindset mastery doctor, and your leverage for change. Please, guys, like and share this video if you find something helpful about within it, and also please subscribe to my channel. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.